Going live, going live. What's up, perps? So, anyway, another pop up stream. This one is more to just hang out, chill. I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the chat in case anybody wants to jump in. There's nothing. Well, there's been plenty of serious stuff go on today. Let's face it, we had the ATF getting slapped in the face again. Which is always nice on the pistol brace rule. Hearing about Alvin Bragg and the prosecution of Donald Trump went on today. There's been serious stuff go on today. This is just a hangout, so we might look at some of that just to do it. But other than that, it's just kind of chilling. Another long hot day. Finally getting back to the house, getting cleaned up, and I don't know, just hanging out. There's no telling what could pop up for sure. So anyway, kill a headphone real fast. All right, there we go. So if you're over on the YouTube end of it, the link to join is in the chat. So like I said, this is just a hangout. This is just to chill for a while. Abigail, what's up, sis? And basically anyone's welcome. This is open floor. This is open mic night, afternoonish, something like that. This is just chilling out after today. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got that pinned. All right, that's pinned up there. So invite to the chat is pinned. I wanted to look just because oh good God. Cole, what's up, my brother? How's it going? Let's see, that was out of the 5th. Let me see, because I'm gonna read this later, but I don't think we're gonna read through a whole lot of it on the stream right now. This is just, like I said, this is just a hangout, just to chill. If you guys got anything you want to talk about, freaking hit it up. Get something rolling. We'll talk about it. Oh, hey, I went live on Rumble. It's finally catching up. Yeah, Abby, I know how that is. Because I definitely get to points where I'm done with social media and horse shit, and all I want to do is listen to music, listen to a book, and then get away from this crap. Matter of fact, typically later in the evening stuff, later at night, that's where I just hit my wall and I'm done. I'm done with it for the day. So I'll be listening to books. Sometimes it might be music, but anything other than dealing with the crap that we normally deal with, for sure. So anyway, anybody else got good news for today? Come on. The ATF got smacked in the face again on the pistol brace rule, which is always great to see. Now you all know good and well, just like I do, they're going to carry that one up the ladder. So I think this happens. Pretty sure this happened in the 5th Circuit, so they're going to go try to drag that back up. Looking at opinions that we've been waiting on from SCOTUS, nothing dropped today. I don't think that has got anything to do with anything we've all been interested in. Yeah, Abby, I do too. I've been dyslexic my entire life. Uh, so yeah, I feel that. It's probably one of the reasons I love audiobooks so much. And depending on what genre you love in audiobooks, I will damn near always recommend Galaxy's Edge, which is an awesome series, and they've got plenty of spin-off stuff, plenty of spin-off content. Um, Damn near anything from Wargate Books. Ruins of the Earth. Um, Dear God, I can't even think of all of them offhand. I'd have to pull my damn Audible list up. There's a series of books that's more kind of zombie centered, called the Arisen series. That's outstanding. Read by R.C. Bray, who is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best guys out there for audiobooks. Matter of fact, he read a lot of stuff for the Galaxy's Edge series, and last I heard, I don't think he's reading any more for Galaxy's Edge. Some stuff happened. So, managed to talk one of our friends. Well, that's always good when you can talk them off the ledge, Abby. Especially depending on how serious it is. A lot of us had been in situations where we were there, and it's always good to have friends that'll talk you out of it. Waiting for Heart of Iron by CM. I'll have to look that one up, Abby. I don't know anything about that one. Bradley, what's up, brother man? Yeah, I'll have to look that one up because I seriously do love good audiobooks. Because I can do it while I'm working, I can do other things. I can be building, I can be doing whatever, and then I can have that audiobook playing. And like I said, so special damn near anything read by R.C. Bray is always amazing. Stuff written by Jason Onsbach, Nick Cole, a bunch of other really good authors out there. That I would much rather listen to their books than go see movies, hands down, and it ain't even close. The Galaxy's Edge series, you'd have to kind of look into it. It's their take on Star Wars. I'll put it that way. If Star Wars actually had balls and wasn't completely woke garbage, basically. Urban modern setting, high fantasy novel. Oh, good deal, Ab. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. That's most of what I've listened to on Audible for the last hell, my buddy Green got me hooked on it. There's been a whole lot of science fiction, sci-fi, military sci-fi, and it's just some killer books. And yeah, Bradley, you're right. Books are always better than movies, man. It's one of those things that's not even close. You can have and that's what kills me. I would love to see them do like Galaxy's Edge books, and make them movies, but I almost don't want to see it because if these directors in Hollywood gets involved in it and they get away from the original books, it's just going to be murder. It was bad enough taking what they've done with a lot of Marvel stuff where they've completely just killed the canon from the books, the storylines, the characters. Yeah, I couldn't take that with Galaxy's Edge, man. That series has me freaking absolutely hooked. And they've got, God, I don't know how many. I think they're starting into what they call their third season in the main storyline, and then there's 3 other branches off of it. All of them go, and what's cool is all of them go off the same kind of canon, same premises, same kind of themes, just in different parts of the universe. So they don't go change canon for one thing versus another, which is always fucking great. EMP grind down again. That might be another one I got to check out. Because I am always down for another really good audiobook series. Hold on, let me pull up. We'll get into Coop's Audible library real quick. There's a series I went back and listened to again, which I listened to Galaxy's Edge quite a bit. I'll go back and listen to it. There's a series of books I've been going back to and listening to called The Reaper that's really good. Real science fiction. Of course, Galaxy's Edge. I haven't gotten into Land and Sea yet. I'm kind of on the fence on the first book and still trying to get a feel for it. Fluffy, what's up, my brother? Yeah, Fluffy, I could use a winning lottery ticket, and that'd be about it. Yeah, winning lottery ticket, that'll work. Oh, the series Doomsday Recon is promising to be real good. I listened to the first book off of that. What were some of the other ones? Oh God, where's it at? Strange Company. Strange Company was good. Ruins of the Earth was definitely good. Ruins of the Galaxy was really good. Expeditionary Force, awesome book. Skippy the Magnificent. Wayward Galaxy. If you ever got into books that had a whole lot of damn like 1980s movie quotes in them, Wayward Galaxy is absolutely hysterical. Very good books. And then Forgotten Ruin. Forgotten Ruin is a hell of a set of books, and that's starting to branch off some more into some other books that have been really damn good. I said the Arisen series. If you like zombie kind of military sci-fi, the Arisen series is absolutely freaking outstanding. The Retreat series is another really good set of books. If you've ever heard of the Crazies, where people were kind of infected, went nuts, and started doing seriously violent shit, that's the Retreat series. I would put those definitely in an R-rated book in a lot of cases, just because some of the scenes and stuff from them, but that's a seriously good set of books. Oh, Abby, hell, I thought I gave you a wrench. We're fixing to make that happen. I don't know why you wouldn't have a wrench. You've been around forever, and all you guys are basically the Blue Wrench Mafia. There you go, Abs. Too many choices. What's up, my brother? Toy Town, how you and the kiddos, brother? I saw you come in too. Sitting here looking at my phone, going over good audiobooks. All you guys are popping in. But I figured we'd hang out, chill for a little while. As far as I know, Crump and them will go live at 5 again. So that is more than likely when I'll get out of here, because this is just a hangout, chill after work, talk about whatever pops up kind of stream. Johnny Propane, what's up, my brother? Yeah, Fluffy, I actually thought that was kind of interesting too. Yes, I read the articles. Last game of T-ball today for the oldest. Oh, well, good deal, man. Now you're in the woods waiting on the tree guy. Well, the woods is a good place to wait on the tree guy. You having some trees cut down or what? Which I've got plenty of trees I got to drop on my place for sure. Agorizer, what's up, my brother? And yeah, you're right on that. Too many choices. As much fun as it is to see the ATF get slapped in the face, it's not a huge ruling. So, and we know that the Justice Department, the ATF, and them are going to force that up the ladder. So we'll see where that goes. It is coming back. Sam of Anarchy, what's up, my brother? How you doing today, man? And again, as usual, any of you guys that got channels, post your channels. If you got links out there, throw them out there. Whole 9 yards, guys. Oh, hell yeah, Toy. If you got someone dropping trees and the people want the stumps out, shit, follow them around. That's the one good thing about some of the trees, like on the back side of my place that I need to drop. I'm not worried about the stumps. The stumps can stay there and rot. It really doesn't matter to me. If I had anything done on the front side of my property, I definitely probably want to go in and have those stumps ground. What? Too Many Choices does a hell of a lot of shorts and stuff, and it's always cool watching his stuff. You need to drop one by your driveway. Yeah, that complicates things whenever you got to drop one near a driveway or a structure. Most of the ones that I got to drop, especially on the backside of the property, they can pretty well drop in about any damn direction they want to drop in. I don't have to worry about them nailing anything. It's all wooded. I just got to make sure I don't drop one on my own damn head. Which there would probably be some people out there doing the happy dance if I did drop one on my own head. Hell, I might be one of them. Catch me on the right day. Yeah, that's shit, man. Whenever you've got, that's the one of the bad things about a lot of the trees on our property are all what we call water oaks, and they're bad about just dying off or limbs dying and falling on shit. Um, it's always rough with them things. HPS, what is happening, my brother? I ain't seen you in a while. How things been going, man? And then there's Red Dawn. Red Dawn, link's open, brother. If anybody wants to jump in, there's a link up there. We're just sitting around shooting the shit for a little while. All right, we can shoot the shit about the ATF getting, well, like I said, it's not a huge beatdown. They basically got smacked in the face, but they didn't get anything bad. They'll pull the rule back up. They'll shit something else out. We know how they're going to roll. Busy and working. Hell yeah, HP. Dude, HPS, when I get my shot back up and running, man, I still got a damn plasma cut to get ready for you. Oh, those pesky work meetings. Yeah, and the ATF is absolutely predictable. Especially when they're working with an administration that just completely turns them off the leash and lets them run wild. Yeah, they're absolutely predictable. They're going to go after everything, which is what they've done. Dude, me and the family are doing good, Sam. We're just hanging out. Hell, my 2 kiddos have been at my mom's place for a couple of days now. They were out of town and the kiddos didn't get to see them. Now they're like freaking binging each other, which is great. My kiddos definitely love their grandparents, and they love each other for sure. Wonder if the ATF has zero chance of partnering with PETA unless PETA actually takes dogs off their list of useful animals. Because other than that, yeah, the ATF kills too many dogs for that shit. No, that's one of the things, man. When they drop that pistol brace rule, which I've got one pistol there, a couple more in there. That's why I said I'm not changing shit. Matter of fact, I built another one when they dropped the rule because it's ridiculous. Red said he just got off the phone with ATF, waited 45 minutes to answer the phone. Yeah, that's always nice of him. Sainty, what's up, brother man? Ooh, yeah. Dude, you got 150 foot coming down. It's going to take out a lot. You're lucky it was just a playhouse. We had one, hell, me and the wife hadn't had this house long, and basically got sideswiped by a tornado. And one of the big oaks towards the end of the house um, snapped off about, I don't know, 15 foot up, come down and just knocked the soffit boxes and everything off the end of the house. Did some roof damage, all kinds of shit. That was a pain in the ass. But it's always something, to say the least. Oh, well, red, yeah. If you're looking at from what I'm excuse me, from what I'm understanding right now, trust documents. So if you have NFA items, suppressors, whatever, and you're going through a trust, that's still taking months to do, versus an individual doing one and it taking days at this point. I don't know where they've caught up on their backlog yet, but supposedly they're working on that, which, let's face it, the NFA shouldn't be a thing in the first damn place. So, yeah, you're in a different spot, HP, which I've got to bite the bullet this next year and go ahead and do all the stuff for my FFL. So that'll put me in a little bit different spot with some of it. 5 months, yeah, that sounds about right from what I'm hearing about trusts. Because trust, they got to go through, they got to vet everybody that could be involved in the trust, which is ridiculous because the way things are written. Hold on. The way things are written, I mean, if you have an NFA item in the house and anybody else can have access to it, say your wife knows the combination to the gun safe, then that could leave. What is she sending me? Oh, okay. My wife was sending me stuff about a gun she was working on at the shop, having light strikes and stuff. Sent me a picture of the bolt. The bolt's just completely nasty. And I don't know what the T waffle was for, so I guess we'll figure that out later. Yeah, well, it's kind of a, and that's the funny thing, and we've talked about it before. You see Republicans in Congress start to put forth bills to say do away with the tax for the NFA or remove short barrel rifles and all this horse shit. But typically, the only time you see them put those bills forward is when there's no chance of them passing. And I've called them out on that tons of times. Um, the NFA was complete unconstitutional garbage when it was passed. Uh, Matter of fact, I mean, upholding any gun law over the federal gun law over the interstate commerce clause is absolutely insane. It's such a bastardization of it. Um, but again, and we've done shows on the original challenge to the 34 NFA and the Miller case and the logic that they used to uphold that whole regime is mind blowing because they're arguing the exact opposite now. In the Miller case, it came down to Short barrel shotgun wasn't useful in military service, so therefore it wasn't protected by the Second Amendment. Now they're basically arguing that anything that is useful in military service isn't protected by the Second Amendment. You can't debate people who arrive at their positions in completely emotional ways. It never works. And yeah, you're right, Abby. It's the Republican version of feel good legislation. And people jump up and down. Hey, look at this bill they put forward. It's got no chance of passing. Even if you somehow got it through the House, which the House right now does have a Republican majority for the most part. It's never going to pass the Senate. And even if it did pass the Senate, you've got the Alzheimer's potato in there right now that would automatically veto it. And you have no way of overriding that veto. So I will believe Republicans are trying to do this stuff if they ever do get the House, the Senate, and the presidency again, and then start pushing through bills like this. But remember, they've had the House, the presidency, and the Senate before, and these bills were nowhere to be found. So I just, and especially after watching these people for so long, I just do not trust them. And just because they got an R by their name, oh, fuck no, I don't trust them. They're just as dirty as any Democrat. So why should I put any faith in these people? And yeah, Abby, you're right again. They love to hold the issues over the voters' heads. Hey, look what we're trying to do. Now, I will say this. For the most part, the left is just so freaking out there that if they ever get control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they will shoehorn through all of their freaking horse shit. Republicans won't. They'll be afraid of getting called dirty names, or they'll get afraid of getting news media being out there going, they just want dead kids and all this stupid horse shit that they shouldn't pay attention to. They should just focus on either this is constitutional or this is not. They'll focus on everything else. And hell, the vast majority of the American voter is, well, dumber than a bag of fucking hammers. Chessboard, what's up, brother? I can't remember whether I said hi to you when you came in. Got to get ready for work. Yeah, I ain't been home long from work, so I got a little while before I got to get ready and go back. And again, you're right there. Too many choices. Unconstitutional as applied to individuals. Now, if we could just get a court to say that and actually uphold people's constitutional rights, or how about just uphold the fact that the federal government has no power whatsoever to regulate arms? This is what a lot of people don't understand. The reason the original 1934 NFA, the reason it couldn't be an absolute ban on machine guns is because they acknowledged then that the federal government did not have the power to do so. Uh-oh. We got a mean one coming in. What's up, babe?
Hi.
Hi. Sending me dirty pictures?
The thing was filthy. Yeah.
Huh?
I saw you were talking about that AR that was disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely filthy. And you're right. It's probably a combination of just the dirt, the grime, and then probably bad gas rings. Recouping from yesterday, yeah. Dude, did any of you guys listen to that hearing from today about the whole Trump prosecution horseshit? That was a whole nother level of stupid. Just gonna sit there and make faces?
not letting me connect to my earbuds.
Oh. False. What's up, brother? Yeah, if you're right, man. Yeah, if everybody would just bow down and comply, it wouldn't even be an issue, right? Yeah, no, not happening. So, and it's a funny thing is most of these all the federal stuff shouldn't even exist. Most of the state stuff should be shot down according to state constitutions. Uh, one of the cases we've talked about the last little bit would have been Dexter Taylor's. It shouldn't have made it through the state court, and now it's going to have to fight its way up to the state Supreme Court and then possibly go to the thing. You can't do that.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, I'll come back later then.
My wife. So, yeah. Hell, Rich got a stream drop yesterday for just showing off a damn strip lower. So, God knows, I'm surprised it made it that long when they're just picking up a bolt action. Yeah, they go to pull it. Yeah, probably so. That's one of the reasons I do when I'm streaming on here. I'm streaming to Rumble and stuff too. So if YouTube pulls one, is what it is. As long as I don't catch any strikes behind it. But I never expected my account to last this long any damn way. That was a hole puncher, Colt. Long distance. And banned. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get it. That's not to say it won't in a couple minutes either. Because we all know YouTube has completely lost their ever loving fucking minds. And trust me, it will get way worse. Just because every time we turn around, you've got senators and Congress people writing letters to YouTube. You've got Alvin Bragg and his crew writing letters to YouTube. And YouTube's not gun friendly any damn way. So they use the excuse of, oh, we got these letters, so we have to go ahead and freaking, drill down on these community guidelines a little more. And it's just what they've been planning on doing for a long time. Which is funny considering a lot of the guys that we've all probably followed in the past and probably still follow that were a lot of gun content have made YouTube, made Google and all of them millions of dollars. But they're so hell bent on their anti-gun agenda, they really don't care about any of that. It's still amazing to me that Brandon Herrera, Grand Thumb, Demolition Ranch, all those guys, it amazes me that they're still around at this point. Because people like Marine Gun Builder and others, P.D. Ralph, were making YouTube tons of money. And they did not give a shit about slitting their throat. So there's a guy I've looked at preparing to do the Set Me build. And I've never built a Set Me before. It's a rifle I've wanted to build for a long time. So there's a guy I've looked at, and I don't think he's been on YouTube long. And had a Set Me build and some other builds that he was doing that were really good videos. And the guy will show you his mistakes, what he's learned, all that stuff. That's why I like that. But I'm amazed his stuff is up right now because he's going through, actually building these things, a weld together, I think on a PPSH, bunch of really cool stuff. I'm amazed his videos are hanging in there right now. I'm not sure if he knows exactly what YouTube's done to a lot of builders in the last, shit, 3 years, 4 years now, especially, or even hell, even starting in before then. Um, Hold on, let me answer something real fast. So, what are you posting up, Sam? Hell, chessboard, you're in here. Drop your channel if you haven't dropped it already. Any of you guys. False, drop your which. Hold on, I got to give False a wrench. I just saw that. Hold on, we got to get Colt too. Come on. All right, so that got Colt. Where's Foss? Here he is. And Foss is another good laid back channel. He typically does stuff later, especially like his Wednesday night mouse party hangout, stuff like that. If you're up late and night owling it on Wednesday nights, Foss's mouse party is where it's at. Chessboard posts quite a few videos. He does a lot of really informative stuff. His is not a lot of commentary on stuff. He basically will put together a video to inform you about things. His last one, oh God, it wasn't the World Economic Forum. It was something else that Chess put together and put out there that was really good. Went back, found some stuff from an old hearing, posted it, and then kind of updated you. I don't know if I'll be here after you get off work. Well, I'll be at the house, but I'm not planning on staying on long. If Crump and them crank up at 5, I'm going to bail. Hell, I could have gone or come home today and just racked out. Yeah, Agenda 21. That's what it was, Chess. Yeah, I could have come home today and just racked straight the hell out if I wasn't just a burning ass hot to being out in the sun all day. Hence the whole hangout. Not a real agenda. Just chill, shoot the breeze. Yeah, there's one. It's something machining or something like that. And the dude, like I said, he's building some nice stuff. He did a set me C's, a set me L. He explained some of his mistakes on the set me C, which is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at building a set me C. And when I get done with that, I wouldn't mind building a set me L. So, oh yeah, False, I know you'll abuse your power. That's why I gave it to you. So will everybody else in here. That's why my wife doesn't have a wrench. If I come on stream later and I got big knots and shit all over my head, you know what happened. Oh shit. Hold on. Freaking hair's about to drive me nuts. Yeah, I watched some of Sucha's stuff. He's seems to be all right on most things that I've seen. But to be honest with you, a lot of the freaking gun tubers, so-called gun tubers, when they go out and they're recommending this or recommending that, I don't put a hell of a lot of stock in it. Unless I've had something in my hands and I have run it, I don't put a whole lot of stock in it. Gabriel, what's up, my brother? How you doing today? Civilian Tactical. I don't know whether I've watched him. I might have. But and there's some people that I've say I started watching years ago or something like that. And I run into them, watch some of their stuff, and I just think it's like that. It's just a walking ad for something, and I'll just go on about doing something else. They might still put out some good content here or there that's kind of informative, but um, I won't sit there and absolutely consume their content constantly. Baby, hopefully that won't give you too much problem. Hell, I've still got to put mine back together after you took the parts off of it. Yeah, that freaking, it's still riding around in my glove compartment. That's what happens when your wife is a gunsmith and she knows you have an M1 that works, so she takes parts off of it to go test another gun. I haven't done anything with Olight. I'll say this: my stream lights have been good. However, they eat batteries like Hunter Biden goes through crack. So that's kind of my where those are at. Typically, the only goon or the only beam you'll see me repping is going to be goons. Um, Now the wife's working for a gun shop though. She doesn't have her FFL, but she does have the gun shop or is working for that gun shop. The plan is for me to start my own here. More than likely after the first year. I've been dragging my feet for a little while with buying in office because I'm trying to figure out just how big of a shit sandwich I'm going to have to eat. Um, so I have definitely been dragging my feet on it. So like all the builds and stuff you guys see me do, whether it's polymer 80s, AKs, stuff like that, has all been my stuff. Um, I haven't been going out and doing those for anybody. Cerakote jobs, it's all me experimenting on my builds. Um, Now, good experience, no lie. And I've got quite a few other things to work on, but I'm not working on things for other people right now. And there have been kind of like the set me build. I'd like to get to the point where, if someone had a set me they wanted built, then I know enough about it where I could be like, hey, I would feel good about charging them to build them a functioning gun. And that'll be, my first. Oh, here. Ah! I'll pull the receiver. So that'll be my first actual, especially roller delayed gun. I don't really have any experience with roller delayed guns. I've liked set me's ever since I've looked at them, and I've only had my hands on a couple, never really got to shoot one. Heard people talk a lot about them, and there's some different things I'd like to do to that one when I build it. That we'll see whether it works the way I want. I don't have any doubt I can build it functional. I don't really have any doubts about that. But first build, if I can do functional reliable, I'll be cool with that. If I can do functional reliable and actually throw some, little bit of extra at it, that's where I'd like to be. Nah, I'm not. So far, I don't think YouTube said anybody for a bunch of parts, but knowing me, I will when I start building this thing though. Even when I start demilling it, I am going to stream over to Rumble about the demilling process, um, and I'll probably do a bunch of shit live just to show people, in real time what I'm looking at. So if they see me scratching my head and want to like beat my head on a desk, well, that's why. Shouldn't want you to sell the ones you own either. Yeah. Yeah, Small Arm Solutions is damn good. School of the American Rifle is also very good. School of the American Rifle, get that out of my way, is one of the places I would like to do a couple of classes through that and the stuff with Marine Gun Builder. I'd like to do some stuff with them. Just to learn more, man. Anytime I get my hands on something, learn from somebody who's done it a ton of times, and kind of improve where I'm at without having to just completely drive myself insane, I'd love to. Matter of fact, let me see something. I'll post a Freedom Cruise link in the chat real quick. So here's Freedom Cruise. So that's I'll answer that later. So that's Marine Gun Builder, I think Dark, Rich, Shogun Customs. I think Eagle Run's probably over there too. And I know I'm forgetting a bunch of good guys, but they're all involved with Freedom Crew, actually teaching a lot of this stuff. And I don't want to throw someone's name out there that I'm not 100% sure on. So that's why I kind of chilled it out to those names. But yeah, Freedom Crew, if you're looking for some gunsmith and stuff, some build, instruction and things like that, Freedom Crew would be where I would go. Yeah, Fluffy, I saw that. I haven't got to watch the video yet. But yeah, I knew Mark was going to build a grease gun back from a cut kit, which a weld kit is something that I'd like to do at some point too. Depending on how bad the receiver actually is, I'll say that, because I have seen people take a cut receiver, get a receiver blank, then trim out sections, weld everything back together, and ended up with a really good looking firearm. So we'll see. But ARs and Glocks are some of those things that when you learn to work on them, I mean, they're not just extremely crazy. You can run into some stuff that's really wild depending on the mix of parts that you have, like building polymer 80s. So, polymer lower, then you get this slide, get that set of rails, whatever. You can go into some things there where you end up with stacking tolerances or tolerance stacking and stuff where you got to go in and really work on some things. But for the most part, they're not bad. Resurrected an M1A1. Ooh, nice. See, that's the kind of stuff I would really like to be able to do. So building the first AK, I mean, from a receiver flat was definitely kind of intimidating, but after learning it and then getting some more of the proper tools for it, man, I love building them. They're like potato chips. You can't build just one. It's always something new to get in and build different rails, going from your 45-degree gas blocks, 90-degree gas blocks, and there's just tons of stuff you can do with them when you're building them up. The only thing I haven't done is all the AKs that I built, I've never put the side rail back on them because I wanted them slick slide. I wanted them light. I wanted them really easy to use. I've got to do more testing with it, but it seems like this freaking Palmetto State rail dust cover. Seems like it's going to be solid. We'll see how that goes on even more. Things like Ultimac rails, you name it. Well, yeah, if you're looking at just an armorer's class, Abby, yeah, you tend to find someone who can, say, identify an issue and change a part. That's separate from actual getting in and smithing on something, where you're looking at, maybe changing feed ramps or just all the other stuff that can go into it. My wife going in there and completely fabricating a part for an old gun because you can't find the part, and then completely fabricating the part, and then making it function in the gun. That's gunsmithing. That would be pretty slick to see, Abby. Using an 80% receiver, use a registration part by welding them together. Yeah, and I've seen guys go in and do very similar things. I would really love to get a parts kit and build a VZ Scorpion. For some reason, I just love that little freaking gun. And who knows, if I did my FFL right and did an 07 with it, then I'd get to build the spicy version of it, which is basically bullet hose, which would be fun. That's the kind of stuff I really want to start doing. I need to learn more about running an actual lathe so that I can do some of the things that I want to do. That's one of the huge things, and I'm still, an 07 with an SOT. I'm still trying to look into some resources I can kind of pull to learn some more lathe work. Hell, I learned a vertical mill, because like when I did the first AK builds, I had to learn the machining to build the jigs to actually do what I needed to do. Because when I built my first AK, I didn't have a single store-bought jig. I built the jig to bend the flat, all the jigs for trunnions, all that stuff. I built all that stuff, and just machined it. All I had was basically mild steel at the time, was good enough for a gun build, one gun build at least. Was able to get all that built. The set me, I've got to figure out why in the hell my printer is not recognizing my SD card so that I can transfer the file to print over to the printer and actually print out. I'm going to 3D print the jigs to do the receiver flat for the set me. At least that's the plan. Worst case scenario, I'm going to call up Night Strike or call up Rich and beg them until, I can get a deal with them for a little bit of help. STG upper and lower. Hold on, did I miss something else? Yeah, Abby, you can build an AK on your kitchen table without having a press. The press is the way to go. But if you look up, hold on, I'll pull them up real quick. I'm pretty sure. I might have to refine that search a little bit more. Yeah, it's coming up with a. Well, it'd probably help if I could spell too. So hold on, I'll post it, and it's a little bit of a give and take. So this is Tall Tools. So they have everything to be able to build an AK, from crushing all your rivets, whole 9 yards. that you can do basically with a vise on your kitchen table. Their barrel press, I would rather use their barrel press in some cases than using the press that I've got in there. Because I've got a 12-ton Harbor Freight press that's worked through what 5 builds now and working on some other stuff. But their barrel press is extremely easy to use, works great. It's absolutely great for head spacing because you have so much fine control over it. Hold on, I'll go pick one up. So, Fire, what's up, brother? Sorry. All right, so this is a Tall Tools barrel press. Very simple. Like I said, you clamp this thing up in a vise around your trunnion. You can press the barrels in or out. So it's not complicated. And as far as head spacing in AK, you have so much fine control with this that it makes head spacing in AK extremely easy versus working with a press. Change of plans, welding and bead all the way around. Then going to turn it down on the lathe. Oh, you're talking about that M1. Is that the same one you've been working on that was having the issues? Or is this another one? I'll sell you a working part for about $900. But yeah, I don't have the other Tall Tools because I used their tools as kind of a blueprint to build mine when I built them. Because the first AK I built, I didn't have a press. So I built my version of their barrel press, my version of their rivet press to do trigger guard rivets, all that stuff. Their setup for crushing the rivets in the trunnions, especially your front trunnion, is basically clamps or fits on a set of bolt cutters. I think it's 24 inch, maybe 12 inch, 24 inch bolt cutters, I think. And they've got a riveting jaw that you can use to crush all your trunnion rivets. They've got a jig set up to where you can do your main support rivet, all that stuff. And it works out great. The tools do great work. Okay, she says same one. So when I went through built like the second AK, after I proof of concept, was able to build the functioning AK that ran, I think I had 1,500 rounds through it before I went and got the second kit to actually build. Then I got a bunch of tools from AK Builder, and then got the press, and those work very well too. So I got kind of a mix now, but definitely the Tall Tools will do it. Because you're looking at, oh shit, I think I did a show on it one time and figured out it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $600 or $700 to get all of the good tooling or all the proper tooling to actually build an AK. The parts themselves were running over what some of the parts kits were running then. Now it's to build one, you're going to spend double. Just the way it is, way the prices are right now. Let me check. What? Da-da-da. All right, I don't see Rich and Crump started up yet. So I hung out for a little bit longer. Fire, are you doing okay these days, brother? Man, it's been, I can't remember the last time I got an alert that Crump or Rich were going live. I barely get alerts when, say, Dark's going live. So, and this one just being a hangout with no real freaking agenda to talk about. I didn't want to kind of step on anybody or hold anybody from back from hitting their channel. Why my phone going off like I'm selling crack all of a sudden? Hunter Biden doesn't have my number. And yeah, I made that joke. So there you go. But I think that probably the best thing, I'm just going to say that, let's put it this way. Building an AK with a press and AK tools definitely has an advantage. Building a tool with tall tools and their stuff definitely has some advantages. But you can definitely build an AK without having a press. But you can also find a press. You know, if you keep your eye on things at Harbor Freight, you can find that same press for under $100. So, and if you're gonna do like I do and just decide, well, hey, that Walser really doesn't look like I want it to, and I'm gonna turn it into a side folder, then it's good to have the press. I would say some of the tools to demill the gun are seriously good to have. That AK Builder makes, where you can, it's basically an alignment tool you can use to drill your rivet heads and stuff like that when you're demilling. Those are definite a must-have. They make it a lot cleaner and a lot easier to say if you had a rivet that didn't go right in it, crushed sideways or didn't sit properly, to go in and actually get that rivet out of the way, put another rivet in, and actually get it crushed down right to where it's going to hold properly. There's a bunch of little small stuff. Get 7mm reamers. Yeah, there's bunches of stuff. A drill press would be ideal, I'll say that, but not, again, if you're doing a tabletop build, drill press not absolutely needed, but I definitely say it's ideal. And my little freaking tabletop drill press was enough to I don't know, do a build or so, and then moved up to a larger press after that. So I had a little bit more control, a little bit more stable spin on the bit itself, not as much slop in the spindle, I guess I should say. So it's been kind of a steady kind of upgrade from there. The set me build is one that's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty fun to do. Uh, I'm still thinking I'd like to throw a pick rail welded on across the top. I'm looking into it more and more. I'd like to throw HK G3 sights on it. There's a bunch of stuff I'd like to do. We'll see where it all lands. Yeah, Fireman, YouTube's playing so many games with alerts or notifications for people. I almost can't depend on them. Well, I really don't depend on them. That's why it's so screwy with me going live, because lately I just go live when I can. I don't have necessarily a set time that I'm working by. I know it throws people off, but it is what it is. It's the retarded game we got to play with YouTube. Because let's face it, they've completely lost their mind. And I guess one of the biggest things that pisses me off about them sometimes. I'll weld it up, ready for the lathe. Oh, wife's explaining what she's doing on there. So she got the part welded up. They're headed to the lathe with it. Good deal. Yeah, Agorizer, if you're talking about the ATF stuff for the pistol brace rule, yeah, it's all inferior courts. Now, I will say this: the Fifth Circuit has been really solid when it comes to a lot of these rulings, which is one of the reasons that any gun group or gun rights group in their right mind wants to get their cases into the Fifth Circuit, because they know they're not going to get treated fairly in the Seventh, the Ninth, the Fourth. So now the dirty thing that the leftists are doing these days is they're trying to stop, or trying to put some bills in that would stop or at least hinder gun groups from being able to try to get to more friendly courts. It's been a little bit since I looked at it, but who was it? Had to been a few months ago. Old Chuck Schumer was running his smoker about it, and Dick Durbin was up there running his smoker, that they're going to stop these groups from being able to go find friendly courts. So we'll kind of have to see how all that lands too, because they are definitely putting the squeeze on it. And I'm still, man, and I hate to be the whole Debbie Downer dude, but if things land wrong, if Democrats maintain control of the Senate in this next election, get the White House, and then gain control of the House, I think it's pretty much a lock that the Supreme Court will get packed, or we'll see a turnover in the courts due to retirements. And then all of these cases that we've been waiting for to go to the Supreme Court are just going to get pushed through. And when they do that, it's going to be nothing but leftist judges, and it will be decades before we get a decent decision out of them again, if we ever do. Oh yeah, Agorizer, you're right. It's defending democracy when the left goes in court shops all day long, but no, can't have anybody else do that. It's the same as when they gerrymander districts. Look at fucking Sheila Jackson Lee's district. It looks like a C. I'll let you figure out what that stands for. But yeah, it's completely gerrymandered. But it's okay when Democrats do it. It's not okay when someone else does it. They're like that with everything. It's okay for the Democrats to use the legal system to go throw political opponents in prison. Oh, no. But when you got them on solid crimes, no, not okay to go after them. They're political. It's the same old shit they always do. As maddening as it is, it's kind of what we put up with, what we have to put up with, because honestly, they ain't taking my opinions on shit. I know they ain't taking y'all's opinions. So, and we heard the same crap today in this hearing. about Trump and his prosecution versus Hunter Biden's prosecution. And understand, I've said it before, I don't think the 4473 should exist at all. I think it's completely unconstitutional. So I don't think Hunter Biden should have been charged with it. However, since the 4473 does exist, and he was on crack at the time, then I think, his was rightfully charged. Now, I hope he wins. I hope he wins on appeal. Joe Biden said today he wouldn't pardon Hunter, but I don't think he's not going to let his boy do any time in prison. Not even close. So either Hunter comes down with some sweetheart sentence where basically nothing's going to happen to him. He's not going to serve a single day in jail, and they let that shit ride. Or I'm still betting on Biden coming down and it being this heartfelt thing, and it's just been so stressful for him, and he's got to step down. He pardons Hunter on the way out the door, and everything's back to business as usual for him. I seriously think that's where it's going to land. Could it be different? Could something else happen? Say Hunter Biden gets the sweetheart deal, never going to serve a day in jail, and they just let it ride? Yeah, I think that could happen. Outside chance, it actually gets fought on the merits, gets found unconstitutional, and it's the only good thing that Hunter Biden's ever done in his life. So there's kind of three basic avenues that could go, because they're not going to sacrifice Hunter Biden to let this ride. Fluffy, take it easy, my brother. And I think I'm going to bail too, guys. I just wanted to come on and hang out for a little while, cool off after a day, and just chill out and shoot the breeze with everybody. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna bail too. I'm gonna find me something to chill out with, and maybe something to snack on. Who knows? So anyway, ended like we always do. You purpose be cool. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Love you guys to death. Keep that thing on you at all times, regardless of what these anti-gun pricks say. Take care of your families. Much love to all you guys. Chess, much blessings. Colt, HPS, Agorizer, my brother, all you guys. Abigail, my sister. Thank you guys for all coming in and hanging out. Fire Otter. Let me cycle back through real fast. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal was stepping out. Cold HPS. Fluffy Toy Town was in here earlier. My brother. Too Many Choices, of course, was in earlier. Gabriel was in. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to kind of cycle back through. Foss was in. All you guys, man. All you guys be cool. Love each and every one of you guys. Be careful. As always, keep it on you at all times. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Love you guys. Y'all take them easy. Have a good night, man. Chill out. Get some air conditioning. Don't do nothing outside that involves fire. Well, depending on what you're doing. You guys be cool, man. We'll catch you on the next one.